Welcome to the future.
Welcome to the first chapter of lab-grown meat. My name is Manuel, and today we're going to talk about defense of natural meat production over lab-grown meat. The emergence of lab-grown meat has sparked intense debate about the future of food production. While proponents highlight its potential environmental and ethical benefits, natural meat production has a long tradition and a solid set of arguments defending its continued existence. This article explores these arguments, offering a balanced perspective on the advantages of natural meat versus the cultured alternative. The complexity of the livestock ecosystem and its contribution to the environment. One of the main arguments in favor of natural meat lies in the complexity of livestock ecosystems and their role in maintaining biodiversity. Extensive grazing systems, in particular, can contribute to the conservation of natural grasslands, which act as carbon sinks and harbor a wide diversity of species. Controlled grazing helps prevent forest fires, maintain soil health, and promote vegetation regeneration. Furthermore, extensive livestock farming can be an efficient way to utilize marginal lands unsuitable for agriculture. In many regions, pastoralism is the only viable economic activity, contributing to the local economy and sustaining rural communities. It's important to note that not all natural meat production is the same. Intensive animal production systems, feedlots, have a greater environmental impact than pasture-based systems. However, growing consumer demand for sustainably produced meat is driving producers to adopt more environmentally friendly practices, such as rotational grazing, efficient water management, and the use of renewable energy. Nutritional value and sensory quality. Natural meat is an important source of essential nutrients, such as high-quality protein, iron, zinc, vitamin B12, and other micronutrients. While cultured meat seeks to replicate the nutritional composition of natural meat, questions remain regarding the bioavailability of these nutrients and the presence of other bioactive compounds that may be present in natural meat. Furthermore, natural meat offers a complexity of flavors, textures, and aromas that are difficult to replicate in the laboratory. The aging process of meat, for example, develops complex flavors that are appreciated by consumers. The sensory experience of consuming natural meat, which includes smell, texture, and taste, is an important factor for many consumers. Socioeconomic and cultural impact. Natural meat production has a profound socioeconomic and cultural impact in many regions of the world. Livestock farming generates employment in rural areas, contributes to the local economy, and is part of the cultural identity of many communities. The transition to cultured meat could have significant economic and social consequences for these communities. In Uruguay, for example, livestock farming is a fundamental economic activity that is part of the national identity. Meat production and export generate employment and foreign currency for the country. An abrupt transition to cultured meat could have a negative impact on the Uruguayan economy and culture. Considerations on the sustainability of cultured meat. While cultured meat promises to reduce some of the environmental impacts of animal farming, it also presents its own sustainability challenges. Large-scale production of cultured meat will require large amounts of energy, water, and other resources. The energy source used for production, as well as the management of any waste generated, will be key factors in determining its actual environmental impact. In addition, the production of the culture media used for cell growth can also have an environmental impact. Full life cycle studies are needed to assess the overall environmental impact of cultured meat compared to sustainably produced natural meat. Focus on continuous improvement of natural production, rather than focusing exclusively on replacing natural meat with cultured alternatives. It is critical to invest in the continuous improvement of livestock farming practices. Adopting sustainable grazing systems, reducing antibiotic use, and improving resource efficiency can significantly reduce the environmental impact of natural meat production. In conclusion, we can say that natural meat production and lab-grown meat represent two different approaches to food production. While cultured meat offers potential environmental and ethical benefits, natural meat has a long tradition and a solid set of arguments defending its value. The coexistence of both systems could be a viable solution to meet the growing global demand for meat in a more sustainable and diverse manner, considering the specific characteristics of each region and consumer preferences. In the specific case of countries like Uruguay, adaptation and diversification of the livestock sector, along with investment in sustainable practices, will be crucial to ensuring its future in a context of technological change and market demands.